seconds away from starting ski men off with a bang with Oscar Nandin. He stands on the podium regularly, and when he doesn't, it's fireworks anyway. Oscar Nandin, the first man out of the gate for ski men. YETI Xtreme Verbier underway.
And he's heading down the Lookers Right Ridge, trying to find his entrance there, skiing quickly down. There's a little keyhole entrance into the face here.
So he actually took the more aggressive entrance off the top there. When we were all standing there the other day, those were two of the scariest turns that I thought you could make. Doing really quick work of it too. That is so steep up there, so gnarly.
Yeah. Oscar bringing an aggressive approach to this rider's left part of the very top of the back. You cannot overstate how steep this is as he is making his way down into the Xavier de la Rue cliff and landing it perfectly. Oscar Nandin with a huge statement as the first rider out of the gate.
Carrying a bunch of speed out of there. And he's not done yet. He's lining up another feature with a big backy. Landing it clean.
Yeah, beautiful skiing out of Oscar so far on this run. He's definitely taking that more Lookers Right approach at the bottom. There's a lot of good features over here, a lot of good takeoffs. Definitely some potential for some tricks.
So a bit of a setup move there for Oscar as he gets lined up above this big block of rock. Tossing a backflip, comes around, a little bounce, but he's up and clean. And look at what he did that above. Oscar Nandin backing himself over the exposure.
Unbelievable, carrying so much pace out of that super aggressive run.
Wow, that was a beautiful run for the kid. These Europeans, they grow up wanting to do this event, and to put down a run like that, your first time skiing from the top, I'm sure he's over the moon.
Oh yeah, now we heard from, well, you yourself as the forerunners, that this big basin at the bottom, the snow's a little bit weird and there's opportunity, but Oscar, no problem managing it, keeping his skis in the fall line. He's through the arch. The crowd going wild and Oscar going just as wild.
Yes! Yes!
Loves the enthusiasm, a big hug.
All right, Andrew, let's start at the top. Oscar Nandin, you said the more aggressive entrance right off the top. It's so steep, and the judges' bars really showing how maxed out that line was.
Yeah, if you could look at that from a wide angle, it's probably one of the worst places on the planet that you could fall. And then, yep, going off the Victor de la Rue cliff, taking a little bit of a variation, going skiers left of the way that Victor hit it, I believe. But yeah, then coming over to Trickland and a perfect little whack flip off of that one. Yeah, I think very great line. Barely holding on to that landing off the Leo Slemet cliff. They might dock him a little bit for control there for not a super clean landing. But man, he's going to be stoked. Really proud of this kid for putting down such a good run.
Yeah, big air out the bottom, and then right here, he's just pinned in the fall line, making sure he stays strong, stays over his feet, and gets through that finish. And his reaction just told the whole story. That the adrenaline buildup all the days beforehand. And you can hear the crowd behind him, the score coming in. It's a 90 for the first rider out of the gate, Oscar Nandin, with a huge run.